Destroyer here, and I am here with a live commentary game of BFME II. So today I'll be playing a 6-player free-for-all on Dead Marshes with 4,000 resources and random armies, and I'm going to attempt to make words that make sense. I seem to be slurring a bit. I'm not drunk, I promise. Alright, we're the Elves, which is not ideal actually. I really don't want to be the Elves, but I'll make do. So here we go.
I have building supplies.
We have building supplies.
We must look elsewhere.
I probably didn't actually change my volume settings, so I don't know how loud the game's going to be over me. Could be a problem actually. Can I change that in game? A bit. Okay.
I am a servant.
Let's just turn it down a smidge. Should be helpful a little bit. Alright. So let's see. I'm going to open with a couple farms. I'm used to playing Rise of the Witch King right now, so I don't quite remember what to do here. Who should I build?
We're finished with this structure.
No one.
There is work to be done.
I refuse to build any heroes of any kind.
Coming through.
I'll immediately get some elves. I'll get my second farm up here.
Building supplies
That's
coming.
a third farm, of course. Not a second. But you know what I mean. And it looks like people are spying on me. We got a Mordor and a, what was that, Isengard Creebane? Could have been a cave bats, but I think it was Creebane. I didn't hear any bat sounds. But then again, I wasn't really paying attention. So, who knows? And then, yeah, another Mordor. So there's at least 2 Mordors in this game. That's reassuring. That's a nightmare.
The barracks have been completed.
Alright, let's get more elves.
We have a new structure. It is time to build.
Get a couple barracks. We'll start getting some elven warriors. And I'll queue up some archers as well, I think. Yeah, I'm just afraid I'm not going to get a hero this time. I mean, most of the time it's a good idea, but I think this time just getting a mass amount of troops will probably be the best thing I can do. As the elven heroes, the starting ones are pretty shitty. I mean, I could get a Legolas, who isn't shitty. Glorfindel's pretty good too, though. Haldir, I just don't like. At least on this patch, I do not like Haldir. And Arwen's slightly useful, only because of her flood, really.
We have built a new barracks.
I don't think it's powerful enough to actually warrant buying her nowadays. I used to love buying her all the time, but now I think it's a good idea. So let's go make an enemy, shall we? Let's go this way though, because there is a white over here, and I don't want to run into it. Hopefully I don't get too much lag or anything. I am hosting this game of 6 people, so and recording it, so let's see. I mean, I don't usually have trouble doing that, but you never know. Let's queue up some more men. Alright, things are going pretty good so far. We haven't been crushed. I think there's a Mordor up here. I just have a feeling. Because I was used... No?
Hurry, Elves of the Wood!
Actually, no.
Watch your footing! Hurry,
I
Elves of the
take
Wood!
it.
The enemy is near!
Possibly.
Watch your
The
footing!
enemy is at hand.
We must protect the
Let's
woods!
take one of these down. Make an enemy of the Dwarves. And then we'll run around, destroy some more stuff.
Settle! Hurry, Elves of the Wood! Maintain
I
your
don't really want to engage right here, though.
With haste! Elves,
Back up.
over here!
Fortunately, we are very fast in comparison to the Dwarves. Or not.
Hurry, Elves of the Wood! From Lorien.
Alright, I need to actually keep doing things.
There is much to do. Where should we build?
And I gotta do it quickly because I need to get right back over there
Fair sight indeed.
to make sure those men don't die.
We
do
must
stop
protect
moving.
the
From
woods!
Mithlond.
Don't
He's
draw
ready.
attention! This is the way! Hurry, Elves of the Wood!
Run, elven men.
There! Attack!
Let's just follow this builder. I'll try and make something eventually, probably. Can we actually outrun him? I'm not sure. But if not, then that'd be cool. Is he just gonna kite me?
Stay focused,
The building
Elves!
is now
Yeah.
finished.
The fight
Yes,
has
he is.
begun! Elves, over here! Builder.
Uh-oh. Oh
There's
no!
work to be done.
No!
The builder has been slain!
Shit, I thought
Ready
it was
for
over
battle.
here. Huge mistake.
The enemy approaches!
Advance.
That's
The enemy's
unfortunate.
buildings are
Guard this
near!
area.
Enemies approach.
They are no match! Hurry, Elves of the Wood!
Alright, let's just keep kiting them
We will
around.
be hidden there.
Let's actually get ready to assault
Stay on guard.
the main
With
force
haste.
here. I have saved up a good amount of money. I could get upgrades, or I could save up for like Elrond or something. Elrond's actually pretty good, and I do have the money. That's
We
not a
need
bad
more
call.
resources.
I'll get an Elrond,
Our homes must be defended.
and I'll just save these guys.
We must return.
Be alert, sentry.
I think that's the best thing I can do.
Stay focused, Elves!
All right, let's pepper these guys.
Weapons ready, Elves. They attack!
Go destroy this. hopefully.
Keep your wits
Get
sharp.
these guys back in the fight.
Elves of Midland! Maintain your
I think my
points!
archers will be just fine here.
Line it up! Another assault! Take back these lands!
As long as we're not being attacked by anyone. There's a Mordor to our left. Probably we'll have to worry about that eventually.
Low on resources.
Ready your tools!
I might imagine. Mordor is pretty scary. A little more late game than early game. Oh shit, there's a Gimli there. I saw it.
Impale them! Let them not rest!
Split up.
Let them not
Hopefully I saved a fair amount of guys there.
Evil is upon us.
I'd be happy actually just destroying this.
Together at this dark hour.
We must act
Nice.
now.
And Gimli's already used his Slayer, so let's get in there. Oh, okay.
The eye is fixed on Rivendell.
Mordor is capitalizing on the opportunity to destroy me. This is bad.
We need more resources. They're attacking our resources. We bring
Should I
swords
retreat?
from Lorien. Drive back these foul creatures.
Question of the
We
day,
can
and
hide
yes
there.
is the answer to that question.
Rivendell must not fall.
Don't really want him leveling up all my stuff. Let's destroy that. Alright, we need pikes, probably. Is there an
enemy's
anvil in there?
close.
There's a drummer troll up in that stuff. Interesting.
Our people are in danger.
Alright, well, we retreated. Looks like he retreated, though.
I have
Just
building
ideal.
supplies.
So, not have to worry too much about that for now.
Ground here is not suitable.
We
Probably
offer
there.
bows from Lorien.
We must act
Kill the
now.
dwarf.
Stand against them.
The eye is fixed on Rivendell.
Stay focused, elves. Watch for the enemy. Drive back these foul
Where's
creatures.
Elrond? There he is.
together.
So Elrond will be leveling up a bit. Let's actually use his power to see what Mordor's up to. Ooh, if he's pumping out attack trolls, I'm gonna be in trouble. Would not be ideal. But for now, I think we're okay. At least
They will
so
go
far.
no further.
We bring spears from
Show them
Midland.
no mercy. Move aside. There.
I'll just
get
leave the archers attacking Gimli.
They attack.
While Elrond levels up on his other guys.
Weapons!
They're attacking the
And there's
settlement.
some guys over there as well.
Attacking a malon tree.
We have a new structure.
Suppress them. They will go no further. We must
Alright,
act
let's back
now.
up.
Elves of Midland!
We've made an enemy of the dwarves and the Mordor.
There is work to be done.
Neither of them like us
I have
much.
building supplies.
Put a
There
barracks
is
over
much
here
to
just
do.
so I don't lose
The
anyone.
eye is fixed on Rivendell.
Elrond will take out that.
Servants
Gimli,
of darkness.
only won't Gimli leveling
Rivendell
up.
must not fall.
Weapons ready, elves.
We bring
Evil is
spears
upon
from
us.
May
Midland.
our weapons be true.
Stay focused,
No,
elves.
don't lose the last of the
Hold your
archers.
fire.
They have a chance to be reborn. They
Force
have
them back.
not be reborn.
Defy this evil.
Alright, Elrond, it's up to you to hold the
Be
line.
alert, sentry.
Don't let them through.
Desperately need to get rid of these
I am in
dwarves.
trouble. Foul creatures.
Oh goodness,
Barracks have been completed.
that was super
This way,
close.
elves.
It's by heal.
Lorien
Elrond
archers,
is worth way too
ready
much
for
money to
battle.
actually
Onward.
to lose.
For the free peoples. Go back to the
The
shadow.
enemy is at hand. They're carrying the
Withdraw.
Try not to get
Show them no
too
mercy.
engaged there.
match. Watch for the enemy.
Go.
them with
We need more archers. Lots more archers.
Force them back.
It's important that we level up Elrond now. So he gets level 10. Whirlwind. I mean, level 10 is pretty
Be alert. The enemy has the ring now.
high up there, though. We do have leadership, which is nice. One of the enemies actually has the ring.
Move aside.
nice.
Withdraw. Advance.
Does he have axe throw? I sure hope not.
We must stand as one.
Be a disaster.
Let them not rest.
I'm barely hanging on. I have a feeling I'm going to be observing most of this match, which does happen on occasion.
We offer bows from Lorien. Maintain
Fine.
your bows. Ready for battle.
Oh,
They are
there's
no
actually bad
match.
guys.
Our homes must be
Our
defended.
people are in danger.
No.
Reclaim these
Gimli
lands.
is going to kill me.
Must not delay. May our weapons be true.
This is bullshit. This is why I hate Gimli.
Elrond has fallen.
That's why you don't buy heroes against Gimli. He's
Weapons
just
ready. Our
useless.
lands are in trouble.
Hate it. Well, that sucks. Alright.
We're finished with this
A
structure.
little sour
Resting
about
my
it.
arms. I'm ready.
Build up this
We
land.
offer bows from Lorien. Our homes must be defended. We bring swords from Lorien. Ready, elves. We must protect the woods.
He's got more guys coming in. This could be bad.
With haste.
Let's group up our men here. So we can hit them all with the rally call.
There. Another.
Alright, there we go. We need more swordsmen, I
The
think.
enemy is at hand. Weapons ready, elves.
I'll have the swordsman deal with Gimli as much as they can.
Settle.
These guys aren't shooting.
Fell the evil creatures.
Shoot!
We have
Oh, I
to
should not have
these
grouped my guys
foul
up like that.
creatures. We bring swords from
Rookie
Lorien.
mistake.
Weapons ready, elves. We meet them at last. They are no match.
Maybe we can kill Gimli. That'd be great. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Don't let them through.
Let's back up our archers a bit
Watch
so
for
we
the
stop
enemy.
taking so much damage.
Keep your
We're gonna
wits
be
sharp.
overwhelmed by the dwarves. It's only a matter of time, really.
Weapons ready, elves.
Shoot.
We bring swords from Lorien.
What could I build to deal with this? He has no pikes, but I can't really afford to do cavalry. Even if I did, they're not
I have
going to
building
save the day. I
supplies.
doubt.
Lorien archers ready for battle.
I think my only hope is to
Building materials.
get a bunch more trees here.
Coming
Even if
through.
they don't actually give me much, I just need the command points. And maybe I'll just get millions of archers and that'll help. Maybe we'll have to go defend his base at some point. No? No, it doesn't seem that way.
We offer bows
Tom
from
bomb would
Lorien.
be helpful, but we have to get that first, so we won't get that. I guess arrow volley would be what we'll shoot for.
The building is now finished.
Ready,
I do want to wait for. Oh, it's leadership. He has leadership. Ah, that's the
Settle.
worst. All right. Well, can't sit back and wait too long.
We must protect the woods.
So let's engage.
Lorien archers. Don't draw attention. Keep your wits
So
sharp.
let's make sure we don't have any forward mine shafts in our base.
Let them not rest. Fire!
All right, split everyone up.
Our homes must be defended.
Now, if he does do a leap, he won't kill everyone in the world. I just need Gimli dead. That's all I need. It's so expensive.
Bows from Lorien. Don't let them through.
Alright, we got that. There's a glowing
Meet them with
field now.
elven
That
blades.
sucks. Kill the builder at least.
Begun. They're attacking the settlement. Swords.
Alright. Well, I think I'm dead. To be
Our
quite
homes
frank.
must be defended. Let your bows sing.
'Cause my fortress has nothing defending it now. I'm about to lose barracks. Yeah, things are
Lorien
looking
archers
bad.
ready for battle. Settle. We bring swords from Lorien. Keep your wits sharp. Settle. This is the
Where'd
way.
Gimli go?
Elves, over here.
Gimli's out.
We must stand against them. Attack! Intruders!
Jesus, Axel's just so much
We must
damage.
protect the woods. They are no match. Fire! Hold your fire!
Yeah, I
Hurry,
think
elves
one
of the
volley
wood.
just kills my elves immediately.
Watch your footing. Maintain your balance.
This is why I don't want to be elves. I hate elves. Ugh.
Stay focused. We bring swords
bad.
from Lorien.
I'm so bad
Watch
with
for
elves.
the enemy.
Elves themselves aren't bad. But
Attack!
this does tend to happen to me when I'm elves. Which sucks. One good arrow volley could actually kill his army.
The fighting has
Selected
begun.
him. Let's not do it yet.
They're attacking one of our melon trees.
We need a good time to do it. I don't want to do it when he's about to
They're
move.
attacking the settlements.
Alright, let's throw down arrow volley. Maybe it'll work. Come on. I hope he doesn't move in time. Nice.
Ready, elves.
Actually killed most of them.
Keep your wits sharp.
But our fort is
Show
dead.
them no mercy.
There's no way we're going to save it, especially with the glowing here.
The enemy is at hand.
Yeah, I'm totally dead.
We offer bows from Lorien.
Well, let's speed up the process.
The fortress has fallen.
We're dead.
The builder is gone.
Whatevs. Alright. Now I get to cast the game from a spectating point of view. Hooray! Not what I wanted to do, but I will do it nonetheless. Alright, let's see who we have here. Oh geez, looks like Mordor's actually taking a real beating here. BRAH, Mordor in the south there. South middle. Looks like he lost his fortress to a couple of attack rolls. Or possibly more than that, but that's what the remnants are left there. The other Mordor is the guy to his left, Myrtleban. In the top left, we have another Mordor, Raro. So, 3 Mordors in this game. Possibly more? No. A Goblin, Mathew on the top, and the last guy is FN, who just kicked my ass. So yeah, there's that. Things are looking pretty pretty bad for this guy. I think he's going to be knocked out of the game as soon as he loses that. Does BRAH have anything else? I don't think so. Especially with a level 5 attack roll, there's no way he's going to stop that. He probably could have avoided losing his Mouth of Sauron though, just by keeping him away from there. But BRAH did take him out. Or BRAH got taken out, I should say. And attack trolls are very powerful. Very good against forts. Alright, this Mordor's looking pretty strong as well, except his fortress is a little bit less than half dead. A little more than half dead, I should say. If this guy keeps up his strategies, like a bum rush of attack trolls would be pretty unstoppable. If, like, we put some pikemen in front of him or something. Pretty nasty. Well, the dwarves are going to have a lot nicer time now that I'm dead. As I was really the only threat he had at the moment. I mean, he will have more threats, obviously. As you see here, patch 1.06 Orc Warriors are not very strong. I like the patch 2.02 ones much better, as they're actually useful. But Orc Warriors in this are pretty useless. Orc Archers are even pretty useless. Unless you're fighting Goblin hordes like this, then they have some use. Their range is pretty short though. And they're about to be swarmed by goblins and immediately crushed. I think the goblins actually might kill off this player here. Raro. So Mathew definitely will take the pain to Raro here. With his forged blades and his half-troll marauders, which are very strong. And it looks like this player, Mordor, is going to be purchasing a Witch King. Ooh. That's pretty beastly. And that'll prove to be extremely useful. Because the Witch King is super strong. Doesn't seem much else is going on the map here. These Nazguls are actually doing pretty well here. Because they do have the Dread Visage, well, obviously. It significantly reduces armor and damage. He doesn't need to get out of there though. He lost a Nazgul. I think he lost both of his Nazguls. As that will happen when you put him in the middle of an army. But it looks like they actually managed to kill off a majority of that army, especially with this barricade, which are actually, it's actually a pretty good power, barricade is. The archer towers do alright damage there. Oh, with one player leaving the game. Got a little bit more frame rate, that's nice. And it looks like these barricade expansions probably will hold. As you see, the Goblin army is fading away there. But more are on the way. Led by the Goblin King this time. Level 5, so he does have leadership. Level 6, he will have the Poison Sting, which will be useful against Nazgul or whatever. Definitely useful against the Dwarven heroes, if he ends up fighting them. Not so much against the Witch King, because he's flying, unless he gets mounted on the ground. Do we have a Witch King? No, he has a Fell Beast, which is still, in its own right, quite useful. Especially against Goblins. Against Goblins, this is going to be invaluable. Because Goblin Archers are very weak in patch 1.06. And he doesn't have any Spider Riders for archers, so quite frankly, he has nothing to worry about as far as Goblin aggression goes towards his Fell Beast. And he'll be able to deal with all these marauding little groups of guys much better. But this is a good tactic, giving your little goblins forged blades. Nope, it's not much point in giving them armor, because they die in like one hit anyway. But if they do manage to get attacking, then they do extra damage to the farms and slaughterhouses and etc. Which is always nice. Ugh. One of the worst things in patch 1.06, the knockdown effect. Which you see the Fell Beast hitting the Goblin King, just sending him flying. It's impossible to get away from a flying unit in patch 1.06, which I hate with a passion. But it's just one of the things you gotta deal with and learn to live with. Lots of Corsairs here. From, what's this player again? Mordor. He has a level 5 Nazgul. Level 1 Witch King still. He'll get level 2 eventually. Oh, we got a barrage coming down. Is that coming down in this army? Or this army? He's using here. He's taking out the majority of buildings from Raro. Raro did lose his upgraded Haradrim Palace. I think it was upgraded at least. And now I think he's going to lose his fort as well. And the ring will be claimed Mordor, undoubtedly. Oh yeah, especially 3 attack rolls is more than enough to take out a fortress. This fort is going to go down fast as heck. Look at that damage, especially with the Witch King attacking it. There's no hope for Raro. And down goes the fort.
It's been dropped. They've picked up the ring. What is it?
And the number of players is going to drop once again. Raro has been defeated. Once again, Mordor destroying another player, getting them out of the game. And let's see, we have a Goblin, a Dwarf, and a Mordor left here. How the Dwarves doing? Has he got upgrades yet or anything? Oddly, oh yeah, he does. Okay, I was gonna say he doesn't actually have one. He does have the Mithril Mail and the Forged Blades, so he is ready for battle. Watcher.
They're carrying the ring.
Yeah, as you see, a Watcher going up right under all of these Corsairs, destroying them. Quite destroying his attack rolls though. It's not super good against attack rolls, but it will continue to knock them down and do a bit of damage, at least for a little while. We should be able to live through that though. But that does just kind of decimate the army of Mordor a little bit. And it looks like, what was it, NF? FN? I forget what his name is. Let me mouse over his guys. FN. FN will begin pushing in on Mathew here, the Goblin.
The ring. Get it quick.
Yeah, didn't he already have it? No. Apparently he lost the ring. Continuing to push on some Goblin caves there.
The ring.
Now the Dwarves are going to exterminate the Goblins, hopefully. Not saying I'm rooting for the Dwarves. I actually want the Dwarves to die, because he killed me. But, I mean, as far as, like, game time goes, I mean, I prefer it didn't drag on for an hour. So I could go cast another game as I play it. That'd be fun. I like to play more games than just one in one day, you know what I mean? And if you're watching a game for an hour, then you get to play less. It's just plain logic. Because I only have so much time I can play. So, level 9 Gimli, level 3 King Dane, and level 5 Glowing.
The enemy holds the
He does have his heroes in aggressive stance, which I don't really see the point of that, but they are in there nonetheless. And as you see, these upgraded axe swords taking out structures quite nicely, especially with Gimli's Slayer going down. And they just take out these axe towers without much trouble at all. And Mathew, the Goblin player, is going to be knocked out of the game, undoubtedly. Looks like he's trying an attack of his own. It's far too small. So I can take a look at the powers. I haven't done that. Barrage, Industry, and Tainted Land for Mordor. He has 10 power points remaining. And we just saw the Men of Dale being summoned to protect the Dwarven base. And this Goblin Fortress is definitely going down. Still alive though, so he does have something. But we have Dwarven Riches and Rally Call, 14 power points as well. He'll have 15 in a second here. Goblins have the Watcher, Wildman, Bats and stuff, but he's no longer having a base. He has a Goblin Cave in the middle of the map. That is what's keeping him alive. Looks like he's building something here as well. Another Goblin Cave. So, not giving up quite just yet. Seems he still has a few guys to deal with here. Do some damage. And Mordor is going to need to act soon, or the Dwarves will get out of control here, I think. Mordor doesn't have anything, though, as far as an army goes. He has a few attack trolls and a Witch King, which is pretty powerful in itself, but is that enough to destroy a Dwarf army with a Dwarf army trio? Or hero trio? I don't think so. Although, I guess, well, he does have Axor, so no. Even if he flies in on his Fellbeast, it's still going to be in trouble. And, yeah, the Dwarves definitely need to get rid of all these tunnels, because Goblins can just come back through one of these tunnels, build back up here, if he doesn't. Hopefully, though, the Dwarves will find the last structures of the Goblins and destroy him before that happens. There's his builder right there. He does have to be careful. He's a bit wounded. But Dwarves don't have any sight powers, and they're very slow. He probably won't find that for quite a while. And the Goblin player will probably become irrelevant, as he'll just have a few Goblin caves here and there and not really get a whole lot done with it. Except for feeding power points to the Dwarves, I guess. What little they give. And he will be getting power points off of these tunnels as well. So Dwarves are now actually up to, oops, passed him up. He is up to 20. So he is getting close to a 25 power as now Dale's at 10. No, he has to buy a 15 first. So he has to get Undermine, Barrage, or Club Break before he can actually get anything cool. So there's that. Let's see what Mordor's doing here. It's like Mordor's actually found the builder of goblins. Will he take him out? I hope so. Kill the builder, guys. It's a key target. And it looks like the Nazgul is in pursuit. There's no way in heck that builder is getting away. One swipe should do it. There he goes. Down goes the builder. I think that's Mathew's last builder. So all that's left is a couple goblin caves here. And then it should be just the dwarves and Mordor. There he goes. Mathew has been defeated, and now it is just an F, the dwarf versus Mert Oban, a Mordor player, in a very large map. I hate when it gets down to 2 players because it's such a big map at this point. If they don't just gun for each other and they start expanding all across the map, it could turn into a long one. And I don't really want that to happen. But if it happens, it happens. And there goes one more player out of the game. He's already out, but he's left the game now. And yeah. Alright, so let's see. Who would you bet on at this point? I think I would bet on... If Mordor played correctly, I would bet on Mordor. I'm not saying he isn't playing correctly. I'm saying if he does this correctly, he could actually kill the dwarves without much trouble. With attack trolls and such. But, will remain to be seen if that happens. The dwarf army is actually more powerful in an actual fight, I would think. But if he sends like an army of attack trolls after the fortress, which does have a mighty catapult on it, he should be able to take the fortress down. I think 3 attack trolls would be more than enough while the army is away. If this dwarven army is way in his base, he has all the time in the world to get over here. So that is that to consider. But in a straight up fight, if he just sends his corsairs at him and then sends the attack trolls in the combat, I don't think that'll turn out very well. I guess we'll see. Maybe it will. Just as the Witch King, so you know you can't rule anything out. He also has a Mouth of Sauron, which is level 6, which is not bad. He does have the Doubt ability and the Evil Eye, which is alright. And the Wargle Blade, which is nice as well against heroes. Especially of the Dwarven variety, when you don't want them moving. And it looks like the Dwarves will be building a forward barracks here. So he can produce troops at a closer spot, possibly. Although, if he just made a forward mineshaft, that would take care of that as well. But that takes a lot of micromanagement. Sometimes you just want a closer base so you can pump guys out and they can just walk. Because micromanaging guys into your tunnels can be a pain. I understand that all too well, because I do that quite often. Just keep zooming really, really close. Look how shiny these dwarves are. And hopefully they move towards the Mordor base, because I am kind of curious to see who would win in a fight. I am itching for a battle here. Unfortunately, I am unable to fight one. So someone is going to have to fight one for my entertainment. Kind of like a gladiatorial arena. And I am Caesar or something. Some sort of emperor. Hopefully we get there. I would fast forward, but this is a live commentary game. Turned into a cast. So I can't fast forward through a game that's going on as I'm recording the game. Wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. We're sending a couple builders forward. Looks like he's going to make some forward buildings here. Dwarven barracks right there. And the Witch King getting a good swoop down, but he's going to have to be careful. Oh, the barrage is going to be deadly on all the attack swords. There you go. That's devastating. The dwarf army completely obliterated. And as you see, he has the right idea. Don't engage with these guys. His heroes are well too far back. Although Gimli has Slayer and does see them. And as you see, he does massive amount of damage once he catches them. Unfortunately, I don't think the attack trolls will make it to the base. That one's almost dead. That one will die soon. That one probably should have went for that one last. But we have Sauron. He actually bought the ring hero. That's awesome. And that'll turn the tide of battle, undoubtedly. Dwarves sound like they have barrage as well. It's about to come down right here, possibly. Yep, killing all the rest of the dwarves guys as well. There's a single pikeman there. And the Men of Dale summon actually killing the Witch King. It's a good pick up there. But Sauron is moving across the field now. And Mordor is pretty broke at this point. He has 1,000 resources. Dwarves have 5,000 and a half. He's looking quite fearsome with that. Also has 16 power points. And he does have a level 15 power, so he's getting close to getting Earthquake or whatever one is on the other side. I think our Citadel's on the left side, isn't it? In 1.06? I forget. I actually haven't been playing much 1.06. I haven't been playing much of anything because I was getting out of sync errors for a little bit. Sauron is lame. You should have got the ring, buddy. If you let the opponent have the ring, then this happens. You ideally want to stop the opponent, or attack. Everyone should usually attack the guy with the ring. That usually is what happens, but is not what happened in this game. The guy with the ring was across the map, and that left him to build stuff by himself.
Mix it up now, boys!
Sauron is just such a badass. Gotta love Sauron. Can Gimli take out Sauron with his Slayer? I don't know. I'm sure it'll do a lot of damage, at least. He will have to be careful and probably not send him in by himself. Gimli is not invincible, though, so he will have to be careful. And he does still have Fires of Doom to call down. Because he does have an army to actually send in with him. It looks like he is rallying his troops quite quickly. He can field 1,000 troops here. That's where the other guy, the dwarf, can only field 700. Still a fair good amount, though. The dwarves will have plenty of defense ready for when Mordor actually attacks. He does have this forward barracks here as well. Does he have anything else? Just a few mine shafts, probably. Looks that way. Looks like Mordor has found one of his forward barracks. Going to kill that builder and take out this barracks, as you don't want any more forward barracks in your area, or anywhere on the map, really. I'd like to keep the dwarves contained, keep them in their corner, in the bad corner. I love how Sauron looks. This design of Sauron is just so good. He looks cool. Sauron is my favorite thing from Lord of the Rings, I'd say. It's the reason it's my profile picture on my a lot of things, really. Everything. I love Sauron. But nonetheless, I like evil teams in general. It's just very cool. 6 dwarves are going to possibly attempt to attack from here. Does anyone have the signal fires? The dwarves actually have one of them. Mordor has the other one, so both of them will get a slight reduction in recharge time there. That'll be helpful. Oh god, Mordor's getting close to a 25 power. That'll be pretty much a game ender right there, I think. Looks like he is trying to get as many attack rolls as he can at this point, as those will be pretty crucial for taking on the base, and I'm sure he knows it. Even taking the armies down. If you can get an attack roll on the axe throwers, it'd be pretty big. You know, this is pretty big. A giant fireball from Sauron on top of a dwarven army. That's pretty big. He's gonna want to engage and then move his army and then call that fireball down. And there he goes. The animation is going. I guess he's not gonna move his army. That's fine though. The dwarf army is decimated, and Gimli immediately going to die here. Well, he didn't actually manage to kill him, as he stopped attacking him for a second, thinking he died. He got a clutch heal off on him, managed to save his Gimli, and now he will get away. Corsairs, being like the fastest unit in this patch, are not able to catch Gimli while he's in Slayer mode. And Mordor will begin to push forward with his mass armies and scary heroes. And I'm pretty sure Mordor is going to win this game. If I didn't bet on Mordor before, I definitely would now. But I personally thought Mordor could win if he played the game correctly, like I said before. He also has a Mumakil bit. I would have liked to see him utilize that, but unfortunately he did not. Not like he can't, though. Mumakil is a great way to take out Dwarven heroes as well, as that trample ability will pretty much one-shot them. So that could be pretty crucial to actually winning. Because once the Dwarven heroes are dead, what else do you have to deal with? Is just these armies, really. Which are tough in their own right, but they're not going to stop you. Not when you have Sauron, at least. I guess we'll see what happens at this point. Mordor is going for an attack. If he can get Sauron on the fortress, I think that'll be GG. Because Sauron will take it down quite nicely, quite quickly. Does a ton of damage. And let's see. What do we have here? We have a Balrog being summoned under the army of dwarves. brutal. And that decimates most of his army. He has a few battalions left to guys. Balrog is alive and well, destroying all he sees in sight. Hopefully he sends his attack roll right after the fortress. Or possibly everything else, I guess. It doesn't really matter at this point what he destroys with it, as long as he destroys something. And Sauron probably should be going for the fort. But it looks like Sauron is helping clean up the troops. Probably a smart idea. Attack troll's taking a lot of damage though. Not going to live very long, but no worries, as he does have Balrog still. Balrog is dying pretty quickly to these guys though. Who's this? Glowing going for a fly there. Racking up his frequent flyer miles. And Sauron is on the fortress now. And this should be the end. Look how much damage Sauron does. Holy shit. And a little trick. As soon as Sauron's attack animation stops, if you click again, click attack again, it will reset his animation and it'll swing faster. On patch 1.06 at least. It's a good tip to remember when you're using Sauron, as it will increase his damage output by like 50% pretty much. And yeah, this is the end of the dwarves here. I mean, he might still have a forward barrack somewhere, but there's no way in hell that he's coming back from this one. And Gimli with Slayer going up against Sauron. Looks like he will actually manage to kill him. And down goes Sauron. Barrage being called down to hopefully finish off the dwarves here. Please help. We have the Witch King here. Should be able to destroy most of this. Actually, there's a lot of Corsairs still left and stuff. We'll take out that structure. Does he have any other structures? I don't think he does. So as soon as this is destroyed, he should be out of the game. Down goes Gimli. The last stand of the dwarves. And down goes FN. The winner of this game being Mordor, Mordor player. So, well played to everybody in that game. Unfortunately, I got killed very quickly. First person out of the match, but it happens. What can you do? Such is the free-for-all. So I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I'll see you in the next game of Rise of... No, this isn't Rise of the Witch King. This is BFME II. See you next time.